Hey, what is up guys? LiBRiUMz here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I had a bit of an idea to do something like this. I'm going to be doing some channel reviews once a week for people. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking channels to review. It's not like a shout out series or anything like that. It's just me reviewing channels and letting them know what I think of their channels. And of course, these channels will be based on 10 criteria that I have chosen for the reviews. So I'm gonna list them off right here. So basically you're gonna be reviewed on your name, your banner and picture, your page setup, your upload frequency, thumbnails, your activity, so how often you upload, your commentary, if you do commentary that is, referrals, so essentially at the end of the video, do you have any sort of referrals to other videos, your audio quality, and of course your video quality. So those 10 things are going to be the things that I'm going to be reviewing you guys on. Of course, there's no actual requirements or anything to do this. Basically, all you need to do is comment in the comment section of the videos or whichever video you want to be reviewed on, and just let me know if you want me to review your video. Of course, I'm going to be picking people that upload more frequently and people that are generally quite serious about improving. I need to see a general line of improvement in your videos for me to pick you and to actually review you. So I'll be doing one of these once a week, so make sure you comment down below. Alright, so let's get started. So today's week we're gonna be doing Affro show gameplay. This guy is a guy that I met on Twitter, and I asked him if he wanted me to review his channel, and he said sure. So first thing, let's get started. His name, the Affro show gameplay. It's a pretty original name. It's good. It's not like, you know, it doesn't have any numbers in it. It's not like Tomatoes 123 or Minecraft Kid 456. It's original, it's different. It'll make it easier for you to separate yourself from other channels whenever people are searching for you. So he's got that in check. He's got that very good. Next up is his banner and his picture. So let's start with his banner. His banner is pretty good. I like it. The only difference I would do is the orange font seems to blend a little bit too much with the black. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like, and it might feel like the middle is a little bit too jam-packed, a little bit, like it's a little bit too cluttered in the middle. I would try to separate some of the stuff, or maybe reduce the size of your Affro show gameplay font a little bit. That's just my opinion. The actual banner background itself, pretty awesome, man. I like it. And you got a little avatar of yourself, which is really cool too. I like that as well. Now, as for the actual picture, like your little picture that you display whenever you comment on videos, great picture. I like it. The only thing I would change is that I feel like it's a little small, and it's kind of hard to see like exactly what the thumbnail represents for you, like, or how it represents you on other, you know, comments or whatever the sake it is. So the only thing I would do is I would crop it down to basically like the one that you have in your banner, and I would increase it a little bit. That way people will have more of an idea, because otherwise it's pretty small and it's hard to see. And maybe for the background color, pick a different color, or pick some sort of pattern you can put in the background. It's not too busy, and then you can blur out with like a surface blur. That way it looks, personally I think it would look a little bit better. So next on the list is the page setup. So this is just a YouTube page layout. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through his actual YouTube channel here, and I'm going to be looking at how he has his YouTube channel laid out, where he has things put. Essentially that's just it. So let's start here. Okay, so he's got a main video here, which is 200 subscribers Q&A part 1 video that he just uploaded yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. It says one day ago, sometimes it varies. Let's see, because YouTube rounds stuff up or down. So let's see, next. Okay, good. He's got uploads after his thumbnail video. That's what you should be striving for. You should have an upload section afterwards, so that if people come by your channel, they see what was the last video that you uploaded and that you're still active on the channel, more or less. So let's go here. He's got best of the Affro show gameplay, which is really good. He's got another section that's set in another horizontal layout. Avoid putting things in vertical layout. Try to mix up the orientation of your actual videos like you're doing here. That's excellent. Affro Sunday show, he has another show here. As you can see, I'm not sure, Affro, if you noticed, but you got 2 videos in the same playlist. I would probably change that, because you got 2. Well, I mean, technically, yeah. Actually, honestly, I would, come to think of it, I would leave it like that, because they're one of them's the best of, so it's best of some of your Sunday stuff. So that's good. Actually, I had no issues with that actually. Let's see here. He's got Mondays with Affro. See, like I said here, you got 3 horizontals, and you got another horizontal. You got more horizontal ones. Try to switch it up so people can kind of pick out more the sections. Otherwise, it's kind of repetitive, and you can kind of get lost. Like here, well, not really lost, but you kind of get bored going through all the side things. I know, like, people with poor attention spans are not gonna give a shit about stuff like that, or not going to care too much about that. So I would try to have things a little bit in an alternate layout. That way you can pick things out. Wednesdays Let's Plays, excellent. You got all this stuff laid out. It's very good. Okay, good. Yeah, you have all these things put up, and of course you want to put, I would personally put like the playlist that you're most proud of, or the things that you think people will like the most at the beginning of your page, so that people see them first and will probably click on it. I think you got a good layout so far. You got good tags for your stuff. Some of these are kind of random though, like 4K, English, British humor is good. Afro's update vlogs, of course you have all your Affro ones, so that's really good. That's good. Excellent. Now, next on the list is upload frequency. So let's see how often you upload. So if you can go here, he's got one 18 hours ago, 1, 3, 5, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. So he's got a very frequent upload schedule, which is very good, which is what you want. You should be striving for as frequent as you can. You can see perfectly, he's very, very on the ball, and he uploads quite often. So that's very good. Good job, Affro. So activity, that's very good. Upload frequency. Thumbnails. Let's go to thumbnails next. So thumbnails. I personally think that your thumbnails could use some work. That's just me. Like the little bar of color that you have along all of your thumbnails tends to take up valuable space of what you could be putting other stuff in your thumbnails. The actual header of the Affro show is a good idea, because it tells people that, like, this is your video type of thing. As you can see though here, this thumbnail, look at the text. It's too small. I can't even read it. It's way too small, and the picture seems to be compressed. You want to avoid messing around with resolutions of pictures, because it warps their quality, and you end up with weird stretched images or weird compressed images, and things look just out of shape. That looks good, and of course your little like avatar is too small too. Look, it's hidden behind the watch later and the actual timing button, so I would put that somewhere else and try to make it pop out more, because this is you, right? You want people to see this is you. The text, yeah, like I said, that's what I would change. See, the text is too small again. It's too hard to read here. Maybe what I would do is try to even just avoid the text in general, and just leave the text in the actual title, or just have like a very brief like bullet of a couple words to summarize the video. And once you start putting in phrases and stuff, it kind of takes up space, and you can't read it. Like, look at here, I can't read this, can't read this, can't read this, and then it just takes up space, and it's just annoying to look at, the thumbnails. Other than that, I would reduce this bar size a little bit as well, so you can just put in more picture for the actual thumbnail, and maybe blend it in somehow. So that looks pretty good. I would also maybe add some sort of text, and the color here, one blank slate with a blue. Make sure you pick your colors a little bit better, because the colors don't really go very well together with, like, you got the red, purple, and blue. They can generally go together very well, but then you have a black and a white, and the colors don't seem to complement each other very well. So try to pick complementary colors that contrast very well, and that give you a nice layout. So you can replace this with maybe like a nice design in the background, or a nice design, and then blur it out so that everything else pops out after. So pretty good for that. So I would just improve on your thumbnails. Now, activity. So activity, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going into one of your videos. Of course, I can't go through all your videos, so I'll just be picking one. I'll pick your latest one, and basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be I'm going to pause your video so I don't ruin your watch time, because I don't want to ruin your watch time. So that way, whenever you do that, you pause it away. I haven't viewed anything. So basically, you're looking to see if you respond to comments. If you respond to comments, it improves activity in your channel, especially with the algorithm changes in YouTube. It makes things a little bit easier to get noticed. So you do respond to all the comments, which is really good. So good on you for that. So let's move on to commentary. So I'm just gonna base a review on it based on what I viewed before I watched. I watched a couple of your videos before I recorded, of course, and a couple weeks ago. Personally, I feel that your intro could use a little bit more like oomph, like a little bit more like catch your attention type of thing. I don't feel like you catch my attention enough. That's more or less it. And just try to add maybe a little bit more inflection in your voice. And I've noticed in some of your videos you do a really good job with that. Just try to be a bit more consistent with it is all I would say. And in your vlogs themselves, I don't want to ruin your watch time. So on your vlog videos, you seem kind of like almost like you're like kind of out of it a little bit. Like try to be, oops. God damn it, I gotta run through the whole videos now. Try to make it seem like you're interested. You don't seem overly interested sometimes. Just your face is quite bland sometimes. I would try to act more excited. And that's it, really, honestly. For commentary, as far as I reviewed, try to be a little bit more inflective in your voice. Other than that, you're pretty good, man. So, referrals, end cards. We're gonna skip here and see. Okay, so look at the end. He's got an end card in both at the end of his video, like an end slide, which is really good because once people watch the video, if they watch the way through, you can refer them to more content, which boosts your watch time up, which is really good. That's what you want. So good on you for that. So let's go to audio quality. Your audio quality is quite good. I would say like there's nothing much I would change. I don't know if you do any editing in Audacity. If you don't, I would highly suggest that you do that. It'll definitely give your audio quality a little bit more richness for sure and make it stand out a little bit more. Otherwise, it sounds very good. Like your audio quality is very good, and the balancing is very good, audio to video, based on my review that I did earlier. So video quality, your video quality is quite good as well. The only thing that I would have to pick about your video quality is whenever you actually show yourself, you should get a better light. As you can see, like I'm pretty well shown in here. I've got a nice, well, not a nice lamp, it's a ghetto lamp. I have a ghetto regular lamp with a very bright white light that I bought. If it's too bright for you, then what you can do is you can get a white sheet of paper and soften out the color of the light, or soften out the intensity of the light, sorry. That way you don't get as much glare and you don't look like a ghost all the time, so you still have a little bit of color. Even if you don't have enough color, you can change that with the contrasting in video production anyway after the end. So that's honestly it. So based on those things that I mentioned, I would suggest that you go about doing those, and I think you'd be really all set, honestly. Very good channel for your size. Of course, you're almost the same size as me, honestly, and your views are fantastic for your videos relative to your sub count. So excellent, man, a good job, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, if anybody wants to get reviewed for the next week's thing, leave me a comment in the description. Leave me a comment in the description. Leave me a comment. Jeez, a brain fart. Leave me a comment so that I can go through and I can pick someone for next week. Of course, I'm gonna pick people that are that I see more of a trend in quality increase of. People that actually I see that they genuinely care about their content. So make sure you really care about your content and you're trying to make an effort to improve, and I will probably pick you for next week. Of course, I can't pick everyone, so I'm sorry, but this is just gonna be a weekly thing. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day, and of course, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that little bell. It helps me because it keeps you in touch with every video that I put out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.